How's everybody doing tonight? We got the ROKR submachine gun coming up. It's day 2, but we didn't build anything yesterday, so it's kind of like day 1. I did what was nice about opening the box the day before we actually get started is that I was able to, I actually hoped to scan this, but I just photographed it. Anyway, at least I photographed the instructions. I didn't have time for the scanner today. I had sort of a busy day. And even now, I'm not sure like how late we're going to go. Anyway, let's take a look. I renamed the scoreboard, so now it mentions segments, not just pages. In fact, there aren't even really pages. It's like this like trifold type of, thing. It is color, somewhat. There's some color. Okay, so let's see where we're going to start here. We're going to start on segment 1, and it starts with an F6, an A9, and 2 G5s. All right, so segment 1, 4 pieces. And let's grab those pieces out of the box here. I held on to this cardboard. I don't really know if that's going to be like relevant to the build or not. I got it. I'm not going to throw it out. I don't know if it's anything or not. There's a lot of stuff in here. So those pieces, so wow, 4 pieces, 3 boards. A, G, and F, and the the G has 2 pieces. The F and A have just 1 piece each. All right. So, where are these boards? What are these boards? I don't even remember. Oh, that close-up camera's not very close tonight, is it? All right, now it's a little closer. All right, what is this board? Well, it says it's 12 of 12, but it's really it's a mix of A's and B's. See what I mean? Like it says A board, but these boards are named by numbers, not letters. So this board has A's and B's. All right, let's see if it has A9. No, it doesn't have A9. All right, A9, G5, and F6. Well, I don't see the letter on this board, but I know that this isn't it. Oh, okay, this is D1. And the other one is C1. All right, I haven't found any pieces yet. All right, this board has A's. This board has B's. We don't need any B's. All right, A. A9. We're looking for an A9. Where's the A9? A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7. Well, the first row goes right in order. You don't see that often. And I'll tell you what. You round the corner at A8, and the next piece is A9. Wow, those pieces are in order. You don't know how rare that is in this model building universe hobby, whatever you want to call it. This A10 is about to fall out. Yeah, A10. Toss that on that pile. That's fell out. All right, we still need F6 and G5. There's only 275 pieces in this puzzle model build. I don't know if that's going to make it go quickly. As I said, I'm not doing that much tonight. Oop, I almost popped this out. It's F9. And we need F6, but it kind of looks like F6. It's like, no, it only has 2 inserts. F6 has 3. Yeah, there's F6. All right. Wow. We're popping bonus pieces out left and right. This is chaff. This the crap. Wow, I just missed the slam dunk. Didn't go in the garbage. You know why? Because I replaced the bag. Hold on a second. I replaced the bag and the new bag fell down, but really that's no excuse. All right, so here's F6. They want us to put the pins in the blank side. So just remember that. A9 is going to go here, and then 2 G5s. So where's our G board? That's E, half size board. All right, here's G. There's G5. There's 2 G5s. I mean, really there's 6 G5s. Really there's 10 G5s. 4, 8. 4, 8, 10. But I'm going to take these two because they're kind of like away from the rest of the action. We're not going to accidentally pop out too many of them. All right, now what do we got to do here? All right, we got this F6 upside down. This is the inked side. They want the blank side. We're going to drop the A9 in there. All right. Oh, and we didn't reveal yet the topic. Like on the previous puzzle that we built, which I think, was it the xylophone? Yeah, I think it was the xylophone. It was like called Mechanical Celesta from U-Gears, and we had a topic which was self-education. It's a very broad topic. And we're going to do another broad theme. Topic? Theme? I'm not sure which. What do you want to call it? Theme. So the theme for the sort of side chats during this build is going to be fitness. All right. So I don't even know if I did that right. It kind of sticks out a little at the back, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to push it in further. What do you think? Let's zoom in here on this when it shows it already in. Okay, 1, 2, 3 tapers. All right, how does that look here? 1, 2, 3 tapers. I guess that's correct. I'm not really sure. All right, so while we're assembling pieces, when it's repetitive parts, we're going to talk about fitness. We'll probably cover a different thing each night. It's a broad topic. I don't think we'll get through all of it. The first thing I want to mention is walking. There's a lot of people who say that walking doesn't really do anything. I'm going to be charitable and say that those people don't know what they're talking about. Because my fear is that they're depriving you of probably the best start that you can get in fitness, which is walking. I'm going to talk more about walking in a minute. I just need to look up the next set of instructions. I'm just going to point out in the instruction booklet. So this is segment 1. Hold on a second. Segment 1. And this is the first panel. And between the first panel and the second panel, there's a bullet with kind of like a smoke trail behind it. That's going to lead us from one to another. So this kind of tells me that the AK-47 was done before the submachine gun, because on the AK-47, the bullet didn't have a smoke trail, which made it tougher to follow. Apologies, my voice is a little scratchy tonight. Anyway, panel 1, panel 2. We know it's panel 2 because the bullet leads us there. Because sometimes these don't go in order. I believe they're designed by a Chinese company. And I don't know exactly the orientation of Chinese writing. Maybe it can zigzag or move like a staircase or whatever. I'm not really sure. Vertical, horizontal, right, left, right. I don't know what the rules are. But it's not always going to be, top down, left, right, as you might think it would be. So we have to follow the bullet. And in this case, the bullet goes to the second panel, which is J8, J4, 4 G5s, and an A25. So that's 7 pieces. So that's going to bring us to 11 pieces. I'm not going to increment the segment. We're still on segment 1. Oh, by the way, we got our first like double, even a triple here. Segment 1, piece 11. Right out the box. All right, let's start grabbing the pieces. So J8, G, A25. The G's I think we got. Remember those G5s? I'm just going to zoom in because they look so nice. G5s, what do they look like when you punch them out? We need 4 of them. Wow. I think I'm going to stop using my fingers and start using tools. Here's what I wanted to show. There was a little bit in between. You see it's like hanging there? It kind of got destroyed. I probably should use a tool to punch the pieces out. And there's a bunch of flakes on the table. So, yeah. Let me grab this metal tool that I have. Kind of looks like a guitar. I'm going to use that to get pieces out going forward because the fingers, I don't want to get all splinters. So, about the walking. Some people will say it doesn't do anything. And what do you think? Are those people trying to dissuade you from a great start into fitness, or are they just morons? Could be either. Could be both. This isn't the J board, is it? I can't really make out what it says here. Because this board is dark, I can't see what's going on. It's not very reflective. I think those are eyes. So the bottom board must be the J. Actually, it's not quite the bottom. There's one more. But this J board is thick. This is a thick board. Okay. All right. I just dropped a piece. I was hoping maybe the piece that I dropped would be a piece we need, but it's not. It's J18. So I'll just throw it on the pile there. All right, we need J8 and J4. So walking has a lot of benefits. It's cardio, obviously, especially if you're starting from out of shape. By the way, I'm not a doctor. I'm not licensed to give medical advice. Obviously, you should check with your doctor before beginning this or any other fitness program. But walking, and I want to make a second apology before I start. I know that a lot of people in the model building community don't have leg function. And so I'm sure there's alternatives if you don't have leg function. And I'm not going to hopefully not make you too jealous, but I'm just going to talk for the people who can walk why it's great. So first easy thing is the cardio. I mean, you're burning calories, you're walking. Second, if you're walking outdoors, you're getting sunlight, which is like vitamin D. There's more benefits. Let me talk about the puzzle for a second, and I'll get back to the walking. All right, so blank side. I believe that symbol, this symbol here, I believe it means blank side up. Let me confirm. Yeah, blank side. You can see it here. We were still on page 1, so I didn't have to go far. All right. So we've got this that we've already constructed here. And then we're going to lay the J4 blank side up, sort of at the bottom of this. And then this J8, it doesn't specify the side because the J8 doesn't have ink. Well, it only has ink that says J8. Also, I don't think you can get the side wrong. I don't think you can put it on wrong. It's basically only can go like this. And it's going to span like two. It's going to basically click these two pieces together. We don't have all the pieces yet, by the way. We still need the A25. Let me grab that before I start snapping anything together. So we can talk more about the walking. So not only are you outside breathing oxygen and getting sunlight, A25 is the piece we need here. Here's A20, here's A26, 27, 25 is right there. 25 is right there. All right, so in addition to all those benefits of breathing and moving and heart beating and sunlight, you're also balancing with each step. So all your stabilizer muscles in your core, all your stabilizer muscles in your legs, and if you're swinging your arms somewhat, you don't have to go crazy, but if your arms have the natural sway to them, you're also going to work your back, your arms, your head, your neck. Your head has momentum, and your neck is going to stabilize all that. They've done studies that shown like cross-country runners having stronger arms than players in other sports just because of the arm carry that they're doing the whole time. Oh, sorry, I did that sort of off camera, but I put this piece on top. Basically, I put one G5 into this piece, and then I put this J8 on top. Now I'm going to put the A25 at the other end. So every step you take, you're engaging a ton of stabilizer muscles. But you're also using your legs and using your arms and using your core. And if you can believe it, it's pretty much a full body workout. And you're even using muscles, not even like skeletal muscles. You're using like your diaphragm muscles. You probably, if you have to, this is going to sound like a silly point, but a lot of other muscles, internal muscles, are engaging while you're walking. And the longer you walk, the more of them. So it's basically a full body exercise. All right. Before we talk more about walking, let's go to the third panel, which is a lot more pieces. How many more G5s? All right. So first of all, J18 and J5. And then A9 and A11. And then 3 G5s. That's a lot of pieces going on. That's 7 pieces. So we're up to 18 now pieces total. So let me start collecting those pieces. So 2 A's, 9 and 11. 9 we've seen before. 11 is right there. It's a little bit of a different shape. Not too much. There's the 11. Oh, I almost knocked 2 of them out. Speaking of knocking out pieces early, we have the J18. That was knocked out early. There you go. And we also need from the J board J5. That's H. That's G. All right. Here's J. J5. Right there. J5. It has an inked side, so I have to be careful of that. We still didn't grab the G's, 3 G5s. We were using that G board so much. How did I lose track of it? But I did. I have to find the G board. It's on the bottom. Wow, we're involving a lot of boards in every segment. So many so that this board we just used was on the bottom. 3 G5s. I wonder if that 4th G5 is just an extra in case we need it. It might be. All right, G5. Now, pay attention to the inked side. The J5, they want the blank side facing up in this current sort of up perspective. So this piece has ink on it. So we want the ink facing down. Not sure if you could get this wrong if you wanted to, but basically that's how it goes. And then the J18, that's going to go again across multiple boards. So let's get the A9 here, because that's what the piece that it's going to go. It's going to attach to. So your leg muscles, I said your leg muscles are engaged. Sometimes it could be too much calf. I don't know if that's like a form problem, but maybe if you have better form, you don't hurt your calves. It also engages the glutes, especially if you walk uphill, which you should do if you're healthy enough to do so and your doctor approved it or whatever. But downhill works the quads. So they're both good, uphill and downhill. Oh, so you can see what this is, right? This is like the butt of the gun or whatever. I'm having trouble getting the orientation. I think this is the correct orientation. You can see that, right? That's the butt of a gun. But we didn't put in all the pieces yet. The 11 goes here. And then these 3 G5s go there, there, and there. Okay. All right. Get the G5s in. So yeah, I haven't mastered how to not overwork your calves. I mean, if you walk like multiple miles, for example, people who run marathons, it might be unavoidable, but you definitely want to engage more muscles than just your calf. All right, sticking with this piece, we're going to add J9 and J10. And they want the J10 specifically to be ink side up, which is printed side. There's the logo for printed side. So that's 2 pieces. So that brings us to 20 pieces. F9 and F10. That's the pieces we're looking for right now. F9 and F10. There's an A11 that fell out. Anything that falls out, I'm putting on a pile on the left. Yeah, is F a half-size board? Seems like it. Yep, there's F9. And we need J10. Got kind of stuck there for a second. All right. E. I'm going to move the half size boards there as well. Just less confusing that way. Quarter size board, whatever. Alright, J10 print side up. The print is just an arrow. The print is an arrow. That's the only, other than the letters the code J10, there's like just an arrow there. Alright, so J10 goes on with the arrow pointing this way. By the way, that camera, the color on that camera is a little off. I'll just to show you. My hand is a normal color. This camera is just distorting the color. I don't know why. I got to work on it. There's so many things I need to work on. This podcast is like at a 2 right now, or maybe a 1. Basically, I have a lot of work to do. All right, so we assembled this with the arrow pointing to the front. And then the F9 happens to be ink side down, but the only ink is the number. You don't have to think of it as ink side down. That's kind of a cheat. It's actually, you just tell by the shape where it goes. And I think we're probably going to need more of this butt. I thought we would start with something more significant to the firing. We're just starting with the handle. Hey, which is fine, but you know. All right, next part of the handle is a single piece, F1. That brings us to 21 pieces. All right, where's F1? Well, that's the G board. F board, as I recall, was a half size board. All right, F1. That's a huge piece and weirdly shaped piece with a lot of slots in it. All right, so there's 4 sort of pins sitting up here, and this is going to go on top of all of them. There's no real ink side, but you can just tell by this. This is going to point up from this piece. This like rectangular spot with 3 slots in it. So the slots for the pins, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or wait a second. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4? Let's see. Whatever it is, it's I'm just going to put the first one on and then sort of see what else lines up. Like, I don't have to know in advance. Yeah, there we go. Whatever lines up, that's what's correct. You don't have to, like, be able to read the map, the instruction manual. If it lines up, that's it, usually. It's also good for the walking. You see scenery, and that could, like, put you in a better mood. You walk, and it's like therapy. You go through your thoughts. So it's like not just good for your physical health, but your mental health. And by the way, your mental health is good for your physical health. Like, stressing people out can destroy their health. I know that sounds crazy, right? Like, could you charge someone for stressing you out? I don't know that you can legally do that. I can just say that it does, stress is not good for, your health. The more relaxed you are, the healthier you're going to be in general. It's not like a hard and fast rule. Anyway, let's go on with the instructions here. So 3 pins, an A11 and 2 A7s, and then J15. We're still working on this handle here. All right, so that's 4 pieces. That brings us to 25 pieces. Well, we're still on segment 1, which is kind of not impressive, but we've gotten 25 pieces laid out, which is nice. All right, most of them are pins, though. I mean, all we're doing is messing around with the handle, really. I think we had an A11 that had fallen out. Yeah, here it is. There's the A11. So we already had that A11. And now we need two A7s. I just figured why punch out another A11 if one of them fell out. A7 is here, but they want two of them. Oh, there's another one here. Okay. A7, A7. 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 This A10 almost fell out, but didn't quite. Alright, we still need from the J board, J15. Have H and K here, probably I as well, I don't know. Or J, no. No, we're looking for J. J15. HJK, I think we moved it. It probably did start over there. By the way, are these targets? They look like targets, don't they? Alright, J15. Is that the piece we're looking for? Yeah. J15. It has a little, like, ink on it. You can see right there. That ink. Not sure what that's about. But it should be inside out. There's a little logo there and the instructions showing that the ink should point up. So the ink side up. The orientation, did they flip this over? They did, didn't they? So flip it over? Okay, so flip the handle over. And then the A11 goes here and the two A7s go there. And then we drop this on top, ink side up. A11. Wow, it goes like all the way in, does it? Yeah, it's like swimming in there. I guess you just put it halfway through. The A7's gonna work the same. Looks like it, yeah. I'm just putting them 50-50. I don't know if that's right or not. By the way, it said to put the pieces in here first and there second. So I did it wrong, but I think we'll make it work. I did it in the wrong order. They wanted you to put these three pieces into this board first. So I messed up a little bit. Let's see. I think it's going to probably determine the depth. This piece. So these might get pushed in further. So it'll no longer be a guess. Like I was guessing they go in halfway, but maybe they go in further. You know what? I'm going to push them out. Do it in the right order. There's probably a reason they're saying to do it in that order. Alright. So now I got the A11 and the two A7s in this. And it's a snugger fit. So yes, that's why. That's why they want you to do this one first. It doesn't go to the halfway point. So now we're going to push it on through here just as far as it'll go, which will be pretty much what we had it before, but it'll be like easier. We're not guessing. All right, so facing this way, ink side up, drop it through. That's it. A11. Oh, I had the A7. I had the A7 like. I had the first one going into the slot for the second one, and that was screwing me up, but now I guess it's correct. So it should go in. And then we need to get the A11 in, and now we need to get everything flush. Done. There we go. Should we try to get through segment 1 today? Let's try. Wow, is this really the next piece? G15? It's kind of like, I think I need to advance to the next page, yeah. Okay. So I should have done that sooner. Anyway, yeah, G15, just that single piece, piece 26. G15 goes on next. G15 is quite a piece. It's got like rose inlay on it. Oh, that's G16. Where's G15? Oh, there's G15. Okay, so you can see there. G15. G15. So this is G15. Obviously, it's inside out. It's apparently so obvious that it doesn't even say it in the instructions. The instructions don't show the logo for inside out, but they literally show the ink facing out because the other side of this piece doesn't have ink. So I guess they didn't need the icon. It's like quite obvious. All right. I just gotta flip it back to this side. So just observe the way this is with the short pins. Like one side has like long pins. Long pins on this side. Short pins on this side. Meaning like the pins are only sticking out a little bit on this side. So that's the side we're putting this rose piece on. And it's a lot of connections, like a ton of them. But I think they should be relatively easy connections. Let's see. Might have to push a few back in from the other side. You know, if they get sort of smushed through, but let's see. Let's see how it goes. So far, nothing is through. Yeah, I got something. Feels like something started to go through. Alright. You don't want to force it through. You want to kind of find the angle or shimmy it or, you know, like shake it around. A lot of these pieces are not going in. What they're doing is they're pushing out. They're pushing out the other piece. The piece is not going in. In most of these cases, it's pushing out the piece on the other side rather than this piece that is supposed to be going in. So that's bad. We got to fix that. Can look on this side and see if you see the piece. I see it on these two. I see it on these two. I don't see it here. I definitely don't see it here. Okay. Now it's starting to go in. This one can go further, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, they're pretty much all lined up at this point. They might need to be pushed in a little bit more, but they're lined up. Is there not one here? I think maybe something else is going to connect here at some point. If you look closely, you can see the wood coming through. Not in this one yet. So, like, the wood's coming through here and here, but not yet in here. So we got to work on that one. All right, now the wood is coming through. Yeah, you can see the wood there. There's still room in the middle of the wood to receive something. This one I think is supposed to be in. Actually, both of these are. So these last two, not this third one, but these last two need to go in. All right, 1, 2. All right. The rose inlay is on. I think we'll stop there for tonight. We'll do more tomorrow. A lot more. But for tonight, that's it. I'm John Rapp. This is Just Rest Your Eyes. Good night, and see you tomorrow.